Hi there, welcome back to This is Fanique. I'm Fanique, and today we're talking my 2026 wish list. I'm not gonna keep you long, but let's get into it. Jumping right in to my 2026 wish list, there are not that many things I really want. I feel like over the years I've become less and less of a person who wants a lot because one, I don't like clutter to begin with, and two, I just want nicer things that you probably invest in, and also things that I'll have for a really long time. A lot of my clothes, a lot of the things I have, I want to be absolutely in love with them. I want to absolutely have a need in my closet for them. And I want to wear them again and again and again. I want to have my pieces for 10 years or more. So I really believe in like investing. So this wish list, I think, is very indicative of that. We're going to jump right into purses because I love a bag, okay? So right here I have my handy dandy list. Right here, my first forever bags. Let's just start with the forever bags because there are two. There is obviously the Hermes Mini Kelly. I love them. I actually do have a a bigger Kelly. I have a vintage Kelly already, but I really love the mini Kellys. I like how small they are, I like how cute they are. And if I get another Kelly, that's the only Kelly I could envision me getting. I would also want them in like red or black with gold hardware, or some fun colors. Like I'm leaning pink, I'm leaning blue, like some fun colors, but I would love a mini Kelly. That's on my 2026 wish list. It'll probably carry over to next year. I absolutely do not have any plans to get a mini Kelly this year. But it's on my list, and it's probably a forever item on my list until I get a couple probably. Next up, we have a Birkin. I was like, I don't know if the Birkin's for me, but as I've gotten older, I do love the 25s and the 30s. I think they're great size, and that's as big as I probably could go. I think that they're absolutely gorgeous. I love gold hardware, so would probably want gold hardware. I obviously would probably want one in a neutral color. On my list, I have a Birkin, 25 or 30. So I don't know the color. I don't know anything from that. I just know I love gold hardware, so I'll probably have gold hardware, but I'm open to silver. Or rose gold hardware. Gorgeous. But I'm thinking a Birkin, a Kelly. These are forever bags. So like forever lists, like going to be on my list year after year after year until I get them. So don't be shocked. Next up, I want Chanel. I already have a Chanel bag, but I want a vintage Chanel flap. I want vintage because the quality of vintage versus the quality of what they have out now are two very different things, honey. So I want to go to Japan. I want to go vintage shopping. I'll buy vintage designer bags. I am a girl who cares less about I care more about having the bags that I love because I know the quality is there, and I know that I could have them for decades and decades and pass them down to my nieces or my own children if I have any. So that's more of my thought process. So I'm good with pre-loved. I already have like 3 or 4 pre-loved bags. So yeah, I'm not above that. And I would love to go to Japan. I would love to go to some of the vintage stores there. I would love to buy it in that way, but I want like a 1990s, early 2000s type of Chanel. I want Chanel before they started using metal instead of the golds that all the other Chanels have. That's what I want. And I want red, I want black. That's kind of, and I guess that could be a forever bag, but I'll probably get that if not this year, next year. I could definitely see that happen. I could definitely see me vintage shopping for that. So next up, this bag is very new, and I don't have a bag from this brand. This is the Jacquemus Valerie bag. I don't have a Jacquemus bag, and I never really felt, from what I've seen of his bags, super called to them. But this Valerie bag with the commercial and everything about it, fabulous, obsessed, love, need. Oh my God. So the Valerie Jacquemus bag in red, if they had a burgundy, that would be the one I wanted. They also have like this gorgeous beige that looks like it's possibly like croc or something. I'm not sure, but it's all made of gold leather. And I really, 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 really like that bag. I can see myself getting that bag, if not this year, not later in the year, at some point, because it's a gorgeous bag. It's a new bag. It's so chic. It's so simple. I love that, Moving on, let's just dip real quick in skincare. There are not a lot of devices in skincare that I don't already have. I believe. But if you found me on TikTok and came to my YouTube, or you've seen the video here on my YouTube and shorts, I love a red light therapy mask. And so I don't have a more expensive one with a little bit more quality lighting. I'm somewhere between the Shark and somewhere between the TheraBody face mask. I don't know which one I want. Honestly, I could take both and just see how happy I am with them. They're a little pricey. They're at least $400, if not more, each. And if you go look at one and be like, well, it's actually $390, maybe that's $400. Okay. So I really kind of want that for my skincare, a new higher quality mask. Honestly, I got a lot of devices on the skincare, and that's the only one I can justify actually buying this year, because some of the stuff, I just have so many things. I don't need to get new things if I'm not using the current things, is my vibe. And if I'm not using them enough, it gets into the way of cost per use, or in clothing use cases, cost per wear. So, but I do want either TheraFace or the CryoGlow. If you've had either and you have like an opinion, let me know. But I'm kind of like, which one do I want? What do I want to do? So I could definitely see me getting that this year for sure. Jumping over to home, I think I said in like maybe a TikTok or something, I really wanted this like macrame wall hanging fiber art that I found on Etsy. I have to measure the wall, but it's somewhere between $200 and $900 to $1,000 or something like that. Yeah, this is gorgeous. This will be the final thing in my house that I would want. That's the final thing I'll need. I literally have everything else I need in my place. So God, thank you, Lord. But I really want that. I just haven't bit the bullet. I may have by the time I share this video, but I really, really, really think it's so chic. And I think buying nice things for your home that you can take to your next home, to the next place you live, whether you live in an apartment now and you buy a house or a condo or a townhouse or a mansion, whatever you are into. I think it's nice to buy some nice things that you can utilize. I have one beautiful art piece so far that I purchased over 5 years ago that goes with me to every place I move. And I think this fiber art could be something similar of the same. It's so beautiful and I'm just obsessed. So big fan of it. Next up, this is for my home, and this is not like wish list. I have not found this yet, but I want stainless steel everything. And by that, I mean not like actual fridges and things like that, because I live in an apartment, they already have all that. But I'm saying like stainless steel platter pans that you cook fish on in your oven, stainless steel utensils. I want stainless steel everything. I haven't directly found exactly which brand, but I have been looking at some brands. And, Crate and Barrel has me in a chokehold all the time. Amazon, all the girls have me in a chokehold, but I'm looking for high quality stainless steel platters for my oven, cooking utensils, a little utensil on top of the stove. Like, I want that. That's something that's on my wish list because I like to cook. I literally can only think of that for my kitchen, and that's the only thing in my kitchen. Aside from that, I've become a little bit obsessed, and I already have this, but I'm probably going to have more throughout the year, are these Weck containers. My cousin bought me Weck containers for Christmas as a Christmas gift, because she was like, what am I going to buy you? I was like, oh, I'm obsessed with these containers. And she bought all the ones I wanted. And now that I have them, I want more. I love them so much. So that's on my wish list for this year. I'll get to it. I don't need it immediately, but I definitely can see myself buying another like $100, $200 worth, because I know you're probably like, why do you need all these jars? That is where I store all of my things, all of my food, all of my meal prepping, all of my sauces will be in these containers. I love to use glass containers when I can help it. And when I can't use glass, I only want to use stainless steel. I'm trying to get away from so much plastic. So yeah. Next up, we're going to clothes and shoes. I love clothes and shoes. I don't want much. To be quite honest with you guys, I have a ton of clothes and shoes. I have things that I've had in the closet. I have one dress I've had in my closet since during the pandemic, and it still has a tag on it, and I've never worn it. So like, I'm not really pressed about clothes and shoes, but there are two things I saw that I wanted. First up, these Cheri sandals from YSL. I'm obsessed. Here's the thing. I know I can't get them because they never have my size, but if I can find a size 11, I can get them. And even the 11 sometimes be hurt my feelings. But I really love these shoes. They're absolutely stunning. Honestly, I'm a big YSL fan. I'm a really big YSL shoe girl. Like, I just love YSL. I have blazers from them. I have 2 bags from them. That's a whole nother story, honey. But I'm a big YSL fan. Like, we love her down, okay? Love her down. So those Cheri sandals, oh my God. Next up, I need a new leather jacket. And I keep seeing Janae Naylor with this particular leather jacket. Now, at the time of this video, y'all, I don't know if it's Bottega or YSL or what. But I'm popping it up here. I've seen her in a red one. I've seen her in a black one. I want this jacket. I think it would be so chic on me. Proportionally, I have larger boobs. And so I feel like because it's proportionally so big up here, it balances the smallness of actually my waist, which my waist is actually small. Thank you very much. So I definitely 1,000% need and want that jacket. And these are the only 2 things that I could see myself like, these are 2 things I'm going after. Honorable mentions. There are these mink YSL shoes that they no longer make that I didn't buy when I was in Dubai a few years ago. And I'm obsessed with them. They come in white, they come in black. I can't find them anywhere. I want them down bad. I want those shoes in my size. I'm so upset with myself for not buying them. Oh, and they were just sickening. And I know you're probably thinking, when are you gonna wear them? I have my things for 10 years, 15 years. Baby, don't underestimate me. I will get them and wear them and be so chic. Oh my God. But that's something I really would love to be getting this year. Other than that, I'm pretty chill on the things I want. I don't feel the desire to consume a ton. I want to consume the things I need. These are the things I wish I had. This is a wish list. These are things I want, not necessarily all needs. Although I do need a leather jacket. But I'm pretty chilling this year, but we'll see what I buy because I will be sharing that too. So thank you so much for tuning in to my wish list. It's fun. It's probably like, oh girl, you're so boring. Other people want insane things. I mean, I want insane things, but those things are more like real estates and islands. So, you know, what are you gonna do? But thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button on this video, and press that bell so that you get notifications when I upload every Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.